Would you rather pay less for a streaming service with ads or pay more for one without them?
That's the question Morning Consult asked recently, and the answer might surprise you. That survey found that nearly 3 in 5 adults favor ad-supported streaming services over more expensive ones without them. And another study found that 64% of streamers prefer to view ads rather than pay more for ad-free content.
Yeah, and the preference didn't vary based on age or ethnicity. Everyone would rather pay less and deal with ads than pay more to avoid them. Now, we hear from viewers all the time who tell us they hate ads, and if a service added them in, they'd cancel the service. So the results in the survey were interesting, but we think it shows the need to expect ads, and if they really bother you, look for services that offer plans without them.
Yeah, more and more streaming services are introducing ad-supported options into their plans. We definitely prefer when a streaming service gives you a choice between plans with ads and plans without them, but there are fewer services that don't have ads than those who do. So to some extent, we need to find a way to live with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So in this video, we're going to cover who's introducing ads, some of the reasons why they're doing it, and how people feel about it.
Right now, Netflix is the 800-pound gorilla when it comes to ads, so let's start with them. In an interview, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos said the decision to introduce ads was because subscribers could finally, quote, withstand some complexity, unquote, meaning he thought subscribers were ready for a different kind of plan, ad-supported plans.
Yeah, he defended Netflix's decision to resist ads for so long by saying the streaming service wanted to keep things simple, one product at one price point. But if you dig beneath the surface, you see that rings hollow. Netflix has had multiple plan options for years now at different price points. Right now it offers 3, basic, standard, and premium, which range in price from $9.99 a month to $19.99 a month. So why are they really introducing ads? It's important to ask because the answer is true, not just of Netflix, but for all the major streaming services as well.
In Netflix's case, its subscriber numbers and stock price are falling. Netflix is losing market share to competitors like HBO Max and Apple TV Plus, and Wall Street has finally responded by sending Netflix stock price down.
Yeah, an ad-supported option could help Netflix raise its revenue by 21%. And again, although no one likes to sit through ads, except for maybe advertisers or people like me who write ads for a living, at least Netflix is moving toward offering plans that don't include them. This gives viewers more choices, and we strongly support that. More and more people are saying that they're willing to choose plans with ads as a way to save money, and we support that too. Netflix and other streaming services know this. They know that people are looking for expenses to cut. Many people feel they have too many streaming services and are looking to trim their subscriptions, again, as a way to save money each month. Raising rates again could be detrimental to Netflix, so instead they can offer a lower-priced plan that relies on ads to drive profits. Ad-supported models also offer advertisers viewer data that they can mine to sell more products. And that is where the real money and incentive for ad-supported plans is. By sitting through commercials, you're giving up more than your time. You're giving data to marketers that they can leverage to sell to you. Your data funds the content you're watching. It is just that simple. Ad spending on streaming services is expected to be up nearly 40% this year. Advertisers are expecting to spend $21.2 billion to put ads and content on streaming services this year.
Netflix CEO Reed Hastings said in an earnings call last April that it was clear that ads work for Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO Max. The business model is already there for Netflix to replicate. Looking across the streaming landscape, Apple TV Plus, Amazon Prime Video, and Netflix are the only major players without ad-supported plans. And as the survey we referenced at the start of the video shows, people don't really have a problem with that. In fact, we asked our own YouTube community, and you said the same thing. 40% of people said they prefer low-cost streaming options with ads. 21% prefer a higher-cost service without ads, and 39% said it really depends on the platform.
That last part is a good point, because as we mentioned earlier, how many ads you see and how interruptive they are to your viewing experience really can vary.
Yeah, as we mentioned, we've noticed on Sling in particular that ad breaks can come in on shows right in the middle of a scene, even between two characters talking. That can be really frustrating as a viewer, and advertisers probably don't like it either because it gives the viewer a negative view of their brand or product when it interrupts something they're trying to watch in that way.
Yeah, an experience like that makes you long for the early days of streaming, when the industry was young and you could binge on-demand shows and movies with no commercial breaks. Streaming services used it to build subscriber numbers. But now, as the industry matures, we are definitely moving toward an ad-supported model. And again, though we don't necessarily love that, as long as it leads to cost savings and services still give viewers choice, we can live with it. As Hub's 2022 Best Bundle Study reveals, free ad-supported TV services like Tubi and fuboTV have become nearly 20% more popular since 2020.
So what does that all mean for you, especially if you hate ads? We're likely near or coming upon the end of commercial-free streaming, for the most part. Putting ads in streaming content makes streaming services money, and it saves us cash.
But we're paying for that content with our data. And unfortunately, there's not much of a way around that. As we showed in our Roku privacy settings video, while there are some measures that you can take, there's ultimately no way to stop streaming services from sharing your viewing history and preferences with advertisers.
Yeah, so opting for a plan without ads isn't necessarily going to keep your viewing data from being shared. So what can you do about ads? Two things really. First, if you can live with them, sign up for ad-supported plans. Doing so will save you money, at least for now. Some services have more ads than others. HBO Max, for example, is on the light side, and new details are coming out about Disney Plus's ads. It plans to have 15 and 30-second spots in movies and natural spots from a wide range of advertisers to prevent you from seeing the same 3 ads over and over again. And it plans to limit total ads to 4 minutes per hour.
And Netflix has indicated that it will try to follow a similar approach to HBO Max and Disney Plus. Plus, at least initially, not much of its content was created to accommodate ad breaks mid-show, so it's likely that most of its ads will appear before or after shows, at least initially. However, other services like Discovery Plus and Hulu have more ad breaks in them, and some services can tend to put ads in unnatural places, interrupting shows in a jarring way. As we mentioned, we've noticed that Sling can tend to be this way with some shows on Comedy Central, like The Office. So if you can't stand ads, you may want to choose ad-free plans for those services or stick to only ad-free plans.
HBO Max, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Hulu, and Peacock all offer ad-free plans. And so far, there aren't signs that Netflix will stop offering ad-free plans.
The good news is that for now at least, you still have options. Use that to your advantage to get the right mix of content at the best price possible. And if you're still unsure of what streaming service is best for you, or if you're new to streaming and are just exploring this world, use our free quiz to find the ideal service for you.
Where do you stand on ads? Do you think we're near the end of commercial-free streaming? Let us know what you prefer, ad-supported or ad-free, in the comments below.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get all our latest news and reviews when they drop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.